everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. It's a matchup of two former league MVPs in the NFC South. It's Matt Ryan and the Falcons taking on Cam Newton and the Panthers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They'll run. This is Jonathan Stewart, and he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
This is Stewart again. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
3rd and 2, Newton. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Deion Jones with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
To throw on second down, Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, a 22. And that's the connection, Ryan to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
Certainly feels like they got the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync, it just scares the heck out of defenses because he can hit Julio Jones in a short zone, and he can take it the whole way.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Now it's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got some space here. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Ryan. Over the middle, it's complete. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Now the pitch to Freeman. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Third down, Devontae Freeman. Freeman a first down and more. Touchdown, Falcons! Devontae Freeman, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. So they went to the ground game on third, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, third down. They don't care that it's third and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now Stewart on first down. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. From the gun, here's Newton. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now fourth down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And here now come the Falcons. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game would be ideal.
And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Freeman again, a first down carry. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the... 8 yards to go here on second down. Now Ryan. Caught on side by Jones. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. The Falcons averaged 34 points a game last year, tops in the NFL with that powerful offense. And they're already looking for more here as they've got it 1st and 10. To throw is Ryan. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Newton. This one complete to Devin Funchess. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Newton turns and hands to Stewart. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They keep it on the ground again to Stewart. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. The shotgun snap for Newton. And that is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So this offensive unit, they've now had 3 drives, and they only have 3 points to show for it.
The payoff is the key for everything. How many offenses we talk to that say we have to finish drives? Thus far, this team hasn't finished it quite the way they've wanted to.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now a toss right. Freeman shreds the tackle. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Now it's Ryan. Finding Gabriel complete. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. 18 yards the gain for number 18. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. Down right around the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it wasn't much of a gain, but we're getting near the 2-minute warning, so maybe they just want to get to that point, regroup, and decide what they want to do the rest of the half.
2nd down, 9 yards to go. Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hodges. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Ryan finding Gabriel for the Falcon 1st down. They toss to Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And it's 21-3. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. A quick hitter complete. It's Myers. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Throwing on third down, Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try and put points on the board.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Captain Mutterland. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Meanwhile, in Los Angeles, an update from there. Chargers continue to pull away. They have opened that lead up even further. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now following the interception, here's Newton. He's going to go deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
In motion right is Jones. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Buying time to his left. Looking deep for Julio. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive, and when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
On second down, Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. K1 short. In there to sack him for a loss of 6. Looking to throw on second down. Ryan, he goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll go down at the 28. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. He's to the 10 and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Let's go. Let's go.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And they will not get a chance. Return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Funches has it complete. And he is knocked down from the side at the 33. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Newton gives off to Stewart, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Panthers on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run it. Here's Stewart. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence, because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Elsewhere around the NFL, they're in the 3rd quarter in Carson. Chargers have scored again, so they are really opening it up. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Fancy footwork at the 45. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 79 yards. And the Falcons add on. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much. And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they? Yeah, when we talked about him, they did. Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on. That'll go as a loss of 5, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. Taking a shot for Samuel. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception. Elsewhere around the NFL, they're in the 3rd quarter in Carson. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, 27 yards. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's got it up and through. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Now a handoff. This is Stewart. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
To throw on third down. Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jalen Collins. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he finds a man on a crossing route. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. Elsewhere around the NFL, they're in the third quarter in Carson. Chargers continue to pull away. They have opened that lead up even further. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Now a 10th carry for Jonathan Stewart. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Draw play, Newton to Stewart. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Fresh set of downs here. Newton now to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Myers. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Back to the ground now with Stewart. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. Now Newton on first down. Forced out to his left. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. On 2nd down, they run with Stewart, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They go back to Stewart on first. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, this will be the 9th play on this drive. Cam's going to run the option right, and he'll take this one down near the 15. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
3rd and long, it's Newton. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
A 20th carry now for Devontae Freeman. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Freeman again. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he fields it cleanly. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. On 1st and 10, Newton. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jalen Collins. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken very short. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Second and 10, Newton again. They'll set up the screen for Stewart. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. The Panthers on 3rd down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Falcons, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.